It said everything happens for a reason, but maybe everything happens for a Reese's. Take noise-canceling headphones. Do they block hearing to heighten taste? That sound seems to show everything happens for a Reese's.
This podcast is brought to you by Colgate Total. We take oral health as seriously as you take sports. That's why Colgate Total Active Prevention uses advanced technology to help prevent oral health problems like cavities and gingivitis before they start. It's clinically proven to provide 24-hour antibacterial protection with twice daily brushing after 4 weeks of use. So get a winning routine and prevent oral health problems before they start. Shop Colgate Total Active Prevention at a retailer near you.
Twinsies!
Same jersey!
Yeah, baby!
USA! USA!
USA! Where'd you watch the game? What'd you do for the game?
Yeah, dude, I was up in New York watching it, man. Just,
nice!
Yeah, catching it. Me and Tay watched the entire game, man, and it's just so epic, man. When from the first drop of the puck, man, that game was nonstop action and just had me at the edge of my seat at 8:05 in the morning. Or 8:10 in the morning, whenever it was, man. Loved every bit of it, man. It was Big Ed Kelsey's birthday. Shout out to Big Ed.
That's right.
Making another
gold on Big Ed's birthday.
Hell yeah, man. What more fitting for the big guy on his birthday? And so we gave him a shout and talked to him a little bit during the game, and just exploded when I saw old Jack Hughes fucking put it right between the legs, man. How about a nice 5-hole?
Nice little Lloyd Christmas look-alike rendition with the teeth.
Oh, dude, he did. Yeah, he had the chipped tooth, man.
High stick earlier.
Golly. It looked like he had lost that tooth once or twice before. They crushed it. USA was so much fun to watch throughout the entire tournament, man. That semifinal game that you went to, I'm sure we'll get it to in the rundown, but absolutely
Slovakia.
epic. Yeah. And beat our Slovakian heritage.
We're not Slovakian. We are
Slovenian.
What, Croatian? We're Croatian.
I think there's some Slovenian on mom's side too.
Is there?
Yeah. Slavs.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You got a little Slav in us.
I mean, it's all like Balkan territory, I believe.
Yeah. I think there's a little Czechy as well.
Czechy?
I think we're a little Czechoslovakian.
We definitely got some Eastern European bank fucking heritage. I've seen some like Slavic area people that I'm like, yeah, they kind of look like
dude, you put a babushka on or those fucking furry things on, man. You would fucking fit right into Russia. You got the eyebrows.
I got the eyebrows. Are Russians known for thick eyebrows?
I think Russians
that's
are known.
More like,
which Russians are you thinking of?
It is a very big country.
No, dude, it's an epic game. Shout out to Canada too, man. Obviously that team is so fucking stacked.
I've never seen that many close calls not go in for a team.
Helly Beers, man.
It's wild.
Helly Beers, my fucking guy.
Yeah, he played a hell of a game. The defenseman, I forget who it was in the net. He was stopping shots. It was crazy.
Sometimes the force is just with you, man.
There is just something about hockey, whether it's playoff hockey or national hockey, when guys are like going all out, it's just the most fun sport to watch on the planet.
Bro, that was a fucking intense game from the start. How much the fucking puck was moving. It was like, there were a few passes. I was just like, how the fuck did he even know the guy was over there? You know what I mean? Right. It was like the puck was moving so goddamn quick. Those guys on both teams, those guys are like so in sync, man.
Well, USA.
Yeah, we should probably start this thing, huh?
Hockey capital of the world. I mean, dude, we're men's and women's gold medal, best country on the planet in hockey. I don't want to hear any. Yeah. I don't want to hear any arguments. I know you guys had a lot of shots on goals and put up a hell of a performance. And
got to get back on defense, man.
Most important person, goaltender. Most important person. You know what I'm saying?
Helly Beers.
If the Chiefs didn't have Patrick Mahomes, I don't know how many Super Bowls they win, but they have Patrick Mahomes.
Hey. We're not playing hypotheticals here. Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a Wondery show brought to you by Expedia, the one place you go to go places. That's right, the place you go to places. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelsey, my big brother Jason Kelsey out of the U.S. of A., Cleveland Heights, Ohio, and University of Cincinnati alum. Shout out to the Bearcats taking down the fucking Jayhawks at Allen Fieldhouse. I've been there a few times. Not an easy place to play. But shout out to the Cats, man. Keep making a fucking run, boys.
Yeah,
Keep making a fucking run, boys. Got about 4 or 5 games left in the Big East, and I'm dialed in. I'm watching every one of them. Especially got my eye on those BYU Cougars we got to play coming up. To all you Cougars that are in the Kansas City Chiefs building, I'm talking to you, Big Red. We're coming for you. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcast, and follow the show at New Heights with 1S for fun clips throughout the week on all social media channels. Jason, why don't you tell the people what we have coming up, knowing we've had a lot going on these past 2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, we've been off from podcasting, but we haven't been off from getting out of the house. 92% is we're going to get into everything these last couple weeks, including from our time after the Super Bowl, where Kylie and I went to the Olympics, and Travis had an absolute awesome moment at Pebble Beach with his absolute unit of a caddy. And we're also going to get into a great conversation with country music superstar Chris Stapleton.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, Chris.
Before we get into all that, we're obviously going to get into some of that new news. New news is brought to you by American Express.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
All righty. We are in a full-blown blizzard. That's the new news I got here. They send a little text to the group chat. This is my front yard this morning.
Yeah, I'm looking at the snow coming down right about now. Yeah, they weren't lying. I'm up on the East Coast right now, and it's coming down.
Plentiful.
It is coming down right now, and I fucking love it, man. When you haven't seen snowfall in a while, and like it get heavy and just turn the entire place white and bright.
Yep.
It is just so magical.
It looks gorgeous.
Hard to get around if the city isn't taking care of it, but it is beautiful.
That's my problem, is that we have seen snow for a while now. It hasn't been missing for those of us in Philadelphia. So I'm kind of over the snow. I'm not gonna lie. It looks gorgeous. Love looking at it. But shoveling it, doing all that stuff, and then trying to freaking get around, it is a pain in the fucking ass. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, you don't have the old snowblower?
Snowblower? No, I don't. No snowblower.
Dude,
that is an investment I need to make.
You got to stop. You got to start working smarter.
For sure. Smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Paul Longoism. Yeah.
Dude, do you remember fucking shoveling snow our entire childhood? And then when we went off to the University of Cincinnati, we come back and Dad has a snowblower?
Yeah, I mean, why would he invest in a snowblower when he's got 2 kids that can shovel?
It's such a Hank Kelsey move.
He ain't shoveling snow with that back. No chance.
But then it's also like, yeah, Dad, do you want me to go like use the snowblower to shovel to get the snow? Like, nah, I got it. It's like he like, dude, it's one of the funnest things you can have.
I'm pro manual labor for kids.
Yeah, no, 100%. You appreciate it when you're the one doing it, and then you get to tell another fucking kid to do it.
Oh, I can't wait. We also dropped some film breakdown for Eagles fans wondering what to expect from new offensive coordinator Sean Mannion.
Ooh,
that's right.
I saw that, Jason. That was a pretty good breakdown.
It wasn't bad.
Hitches left and right. Hitches all over the field.
It wasn't as organized as I would have liked it to be, but I think it turned out great. Aaron did a fantastic job. Shout out to our producer, Aaron. I think we can do a lot more stuff like that. That can be really insightful. I'd love to do it with you, Trav, because I know you know a lot more about route concepts and the passing game. And yeah. I think there's a thirst for me learning a lot of that aspect of the game that I've never really known. So anyways, we had a lot of fun with this one. I'm excited about some of the things that come with Sean Mannion. We had some comments we were going to go through. I love this. We need more of this from Jason. It brings in his knowledge, and genuinely, I really love watching film.
Ooh, okay.
It is fun to watch film. It is fun to watch film. You know what film also is? It's expensive as fuck. The NFL is, they're not fucking around. They got the licensing rights to that shit, and they're making you pay for every fucking minute of it. Well, not every minute, but you do a lot, they're going to start charging you. And that's the one reason it's really difficult. We had another comment, laughed my ass off. Good one starting out the breakdown of a hitch plane. That was all intern Brandon's idea. Shout out to intern Brandon. Thought it was a awesome way to start it off. Who doesn't love a good hitch route?
By everyone. You know when everybody runs a hitch?
Are you asking
what it's
me
called?
When you do it?
Yeah. So it's called spacing. You ever heard that? You ever heard that one being called in the huddle?
Spacing concept, yeah.
Spacing concepts, yeah. Soften off outside, you're ripping those guys all day, and then if it's press outside, then you go inside, and the inside guys kind of have to have like a nice little feel on where to find those zones, where to find those voids. You don't want to run to get covered. And that was a great job by what was it, Messenberg or the tight end out of Green Bay, of finding that void on that arc release.
Yeah. There we go. Love it.
It was solid though. Solid stuff though. And I thought it was a great timing on the hitches.
Jason sounded like a man who would be a great addition to the coaching staff in the offensive line room.
Yeah, he would. Jason is 100% a coach in the offensive line room. The Eagles just don't pay him.
I wish I had time to do more stuff like that. I really think it would be fun. But those coaches, as we saw with Mike McDonald, they spend a lot of time in the offices. And
a whole lot of time.
That is something that I don't have that much of a desire to do.
Well, it was awesome to see you break down some film. I know I had some fun with it, but I'm sure the 92%ers would love to have an input on what we should break down next, like whose film we should break down next. We want your guys' suggestions, so please throw some suggestions out there. And do we have a segment name? Have we named this segment yet? We got some. We got
no
some
segment name.
We got some comments underneath the post that we already put out there of you breaking down the film from Allison Rose Barnum. All 22 with the 92.
Ooh,
not a bad one. Not bad at all. I like this one a little bit more though. Joe Courtney 13. X's and Bros. It's not a bad one at all. That was pretty good. One. We got one more from WikiWall, or the obvious Kel, see what I did there? Or Kel, see what they did there. Sorry about that. I can't read, but that was a solid one, and I just like his profile pic of AI with the fro. I think maybe you would just throw that out to the suggestions as well. How about it, 92%ers? Oh, that's Mike Wallace?
Yeah, apparently.
Like the Mike Wallace? Like wide receiver Mike Wallace?
No. Mike Wallace is in the main producer I have on my individual stuff.
Oh, that Mike Wallace. Yeah.
That'll be very nice of humbling Mike. Anyway, shout out to Mike. Mike did a great job with the bobsled video that came out this past week. Shout out to Mike and Joey.
I can't wait to get into that. We're going to get into that in a second. That was fantastic. Yeah. Also, this Friday, dropping some bonus content. The Heights Hotline. Off topic, off season. How about it? Got some great voicemails from the 92%ers that you guys are going to hear us answer, and available on YouTube, Wondery Plus, and wherever you get your podcast this Friday. So make sure you check that one out. Once again, new news is brought to you by American Express. Let's keep it moving to Out of the House. Brought to you by Pepsi. Oh, man, I should have worn my Pepsi hat.
Ed Kelsey favorite.
Rocking all the fucking USA gear because we're champions. Did you know that Norway was that fucking far ahead of everyone?
Why are you saying Norway? What do you?
Is it not Norway?
What do you mean?
Don't they have like the fucking most golds of everyone?
Oh, you're talking about in the Olympics. I did not know that, but I mean, Norway's always up there because
they came into it with 70 more medals than us.
They came into it?
Yeah.
Like all-time medals?
Yeah. I mean,
listen, there's not a lot to do up there in Norway other than freaking skiing. Cross-country skiing is just how you train. That's hiking.
That's just going to work.
Yeah. Exactly.
I was watching the Olympics nonstop, and you were at them, so you didn't see a lot of the broadcast. But in between, they were showing why Norway is like always like one of the best in the Winter Games, and they said they call it the Norway. It's the way of Norway, and they said they get them on skis and skates and get them down the slopes and into the games when they're real young. It's like their way of like competing in a lot of ways. Right. So yeah, either way, let's keep this thing moving. USA won gold in hockey, and men's and women's. That's all I care about. Out of the House is brought to you by Pepsi. Before we get to the Jason and Kylie in Italy, don't forget Kai. Tell us about your time with the bobsled team, Jason, out in Utah.
Dude, it was awesome. For those of you that didn't see the YouTube video that dropped last week, I got the very fortunate experience to go up to Team USA Bobsled's headquarters out there in Park City, Utah, and got to see what it feels like to go down a track in a bobsled with Team USA. Frank Del Duca, the driver and captain of the Team USA unit that I was with, as well as some awesome Olympians, Kylie Humphreys, who won bronze, I believe, in the mono bobsled, which is just one man bobsled.
Yep.
They were kind of all up there. And the whole crux of the video was like, hey, what does it take to make this team or to like kind of be considered? So we started off by putting me through the ringer testing to see if I would even go qualify for that. And to which that I was borderline at best. I don't think they would have given me another shot, but they appeased me.
I don't know. Every time they said you got to hit a number, you hit the number.
Yeah, but I was also way below what they would like at those numbers.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, they said between on the would you run a 20 or a 40?
It was a 30-meter sprint, so it's like a little bit less than a 40. It was like 30 whatever yards.
And you ran that at 3.9, and it looked like you were jogging. It didn't look like you were
It was
sprinting.
a 3.9. I definitely can do better than that. And but it was
why didn't you?
It was the vertical jump test that was really the telltale sign.
The 30? The 30 didn't count at your weight and your power?
I don't know. Here's the thing. They did say, so after we got done with this, we did what I really wanted to do, which was to see how these guys train. So we got on the dry land sled up top and we started working on pushing, getting into the sled, how they get out of the break, the cadence. They use a cadence to know when to time it up so they all hit the sled in unison. It was awesome. It was a blast learning all the different techniques and whatnot. I would love to do this more. I mean, it was a humbling experience, but they did say you're coming off with some power. Definitely coming off with some power.
We know if there's anything Jason Kills has got, it's the power.
I think it would be a lot of fun to do it more and to actually, they wouldn't let me push and do it on the ice for liability concerns. You have to be better, I think, on dry land and really go at it, jumping into the thing first before they let you do it on ice. They didn't have a
fucking waiver?
They had some waivers, but there were also 3 people. I mean, one of the sleds in the video, the driver didn't make it in there. So they're like, yeah, we're not doing that with you. But they did say, if you want to come up to the track in Lake Placid, the indoor, we'll let you potentially try and push it and jump in. So maybe that's a future video in the making, because I would like to see that full experience. But it is the timing required, the athleticism that these guys have. All of these guys are former like athletes and usually big skills. Some of them are former lacrosse players. Most of them are former track runners. Most of them weigh anywhere from 225 to 250, somewhere in that ballpark range. I'd be really curious to see what it feels like. The problem is I'm really built to be a third or second guy, but you have to be running at full speed. That thing is moving already 21 miles an hour down the track. You got to be keeping up with it.
Off the jump?
Well, but by the time you're jumping in, that thing is moving 19, 21 miles an hour with all 4 of you pushing it.
Man.
So that was a big thing that was hard even on the back end of it.
That's moving.
They weren't even like really getting after it. It is hard to keep up with the back, especially if you're the last person to jump in, you can't slow that thing down. So you have to be running to keep up with it. So shout out to all those Olympic athletes that are doing that. They are world-class, explosive, top-end speed runners. I would be curious to see how a lot of linebackers and running backs would do. That feels like the best. Or tight ends. Little Travis Kelce moving on that thing. Come on.
It sounds like I'm like a 19 to 20 mile an hour like top-end speed right now. And I don't know about...
Once you start striding, you can get that thing going. You got them long legs. You got those bird legs, Trev.
I hear it. Yeah. I've actually recorded myself. I'm only going 19, 20 miles an hour. I know these numbers actually pretty well.
Well, either way, it was an awesome experience. It was great to meet all them, to learn how it all happens in a very intro novice way.
Yeah.
And then also just the ride itself, way more intense than I imagined. Like I thought it would be like a roller coaster. I really did. I thought it'd be, we'll go around the bends and the energy that you are moving down this thing at over 80 miles an hour. And when you go into these bank turns, it pushes you into the bottom of this thing. And on the bottom of the sled, there's like these metal rails, and my ass is so fucking wide. They're sitting on those metal rails. So I'm being pitched down onto these metal beams. I'm trying to keep my head up so I can see.
Are you not allowed to put a seat in this thing?
Huh? I have no idea how Frank Del Duca, the driver. I have no fucking idea how he was even knowing when to do the turns and everything.
Well, you got to know the course. You
have to memorize it.
Yeah, you got to know the course. That makes sense.
It is going by so fast, like just so. Anyways, it was a humbling experience to see the level at which those athletes perform that.
Did they teach you how to drive it at least?
No, I saw in there, and they showed me how. So there's a pretty cool video that Kylie Humphreys showed me how they train the turns before you get into it. So they weren't going to let me steer in it.
Yeah.
But she basically was kind of showing you how you push and pull and lean and how it feels. But it's a cable steering system. There's like 2 things in here. And when you pull this one, it turns the front skis this way or that way. And that's basically how you're steering it. The skis I thought would be like ice skates.
I saw you talking about them on there. That's insane that they're not really getting into, they're kind of just gliding on the curve a little bit smoother.
Yes.
They're not really like turning it.
Yeah. I mean, they are, but it's not cutting into it the way I thought it would.
It's like driving on snow. It feels like,
I guess. Yeah. But either way, Awesome experience.
Flooring the old two-wheel drive. All right, let's keep this moving. I've never done that. Here's the real question. Next year, Olympics, are we doing the double luge?
Double luge. I'm not a luger. I got no interest in luging. I would do skeleton before luge.
Which one's the luge versus skeleton?
Luge is like you're on your back and you're looking. My belly's too big. I wouldn't even see where I'm going.
The double luge is the weird one everyone's talking about.
Yeah. Where there's like
they're like laying on each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a picture of it right here. Yeah, that's pretty good.
There you go. Even the single luge. I'm not a luger.
You a top or bottom guy?
I'm a zero guy. I'm not a luger.
All right, deal.
I'm not a one-man luger, though. I'm not against being that close to another man. I'm perfectly comfortable with my sexuality. I'm just not a luger. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Expedia.
When it comes to travel, we're all about keeping it simple. No bouncing between a million different apps trying to piece together a trip.
That's why Expedia just makes sense. Flights, hotels, vacation rentals, cars, activities. It's literally all in one place. Everything you need to plan a trip without losing your mind.
Whether you're planning a big family vacation or a guy's trip or girl's trip, it can get complicated fast.
That's right. Everyone's got different schedules, opinions. Everyone wants something different.
But with Expedia, you can book however works for you. Lock everything in at once if you want, or do it piece by piece.
That's right. It just works. One app, everything you need, no headaches.
Download Expedia app today and bundle to save up to 30%. Oh, man.
Members only. Savings vary. See site for details.
Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
Thank you to our sponsor, American Express.
After years of traveling, I learned I want my vacation to start as early as possible, even like before I even get on the plane.
I don't think that's just you, man. I think everybody is in line with that. And that's why people who travel a lot talk about the American Express Platinum Card.
Because when you're a card member, the airport doesn't feel like the airport. It feels like part one of the vacation.
Talking about the lounges?
Yeah, the lounges. Because with Amex Platinum, you can enjoy access to the largest global lounge network compared to other credit card companies as of July 2025.
Yeah, it makes sense. You stroll in, find a peaceful place to relax, and enjoy a spot to recharge, giving you travel confidence you need through comfort.
All right, now with premium travel benefits and award-winning services, there's nothing like Platinum.
Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withplatinum. Thank you to our partner, Claude.
Ever notice how everyone just wants the quickest route these days? Always skimming for hot takes, the headline, and then they move on?
Yeah, but that is not how we do it. Nope. Whether it is breaking down a game, figuring out a big decision, or going down a rabbit hole at midnight, the best ideas come through thinking them through.
And that's what Claude is built for. That's right. It's from Anthropic, a company founded to help people think, not just keep you engaged in scrolling.
Claude works through problems with you, pushes back when something doesn't hold up, and it also helps you get to the real answer.
And get this. Claude has a new live sports functionality that shows real-time scores, standings, and player stats across all major leagues.
Check it out at claude.ai/New Heights for problem solvers who keep thinking.
Well, we know someone you're really, really comfortable with, and that's your wife. And CBS Olympics threw out there that Kylie, Kelsey, and her husband are supporting the USA women's hockey team. That's right. They made sure to call you the plus one is essentially it. You're the plus one, Jason. And sometimes being a plus one is the best feeling in the world.
Kylie was there on behalf of NBC and YouTube. I really was just there to have fun and enjoy the Olympics. So I was 100%. This is the correct way to say it. And I thought it was hilarious.
Hell yeah.
I wanted to tell him like I prefer ball and chain. But yeah, that was the first USA women's game from the first day that we were there. That was awesome.
Hell yeah. Dude, and you finally met Yoko Apollo Ono, the speed skater, minus the Yoko.
That's will forever be one of the funniest things. Dude, Apollo, I mean, we watched him all growing up.
Hell yeah.
Unbelievable speed skater.
Dude, he's been to the Heights, dude. Did you talk about him coming to the Heights?
I didn't actually ask him that. Dude. You're right, though. I think he did.
I'm pretty sure he did. At least that was word around town, and you already know how word gets around Cleveland Heights.
I believe you're right, because I think that's when the first year that the new ice rink was built, it was an Olympic rink and they could do all the speed skating and stuff.
Yeah.
Speed skating was electric as shit. Let me tell you. So we went to the things that we did there. We saw 4 Olympic hockey games, 2 female and 2 male games. We saw figure skating and we saw speed skating, short track speed skating,
which is the best. The long tracks are fun, and it's cool to see everybody pick up speed.
I want to see the short track. I want to see short track.
I want to see short track too, but sometimes it pisses me off when they start off real slow.
When they're doing the like longer races, we saw the 1,500 meters, which I guess was longer.
Sometimes that pisses me off.
But these things were fast paced. They were moving. They're doing tush pushes because we saw the relay version of it where they get in there and they push the ass of the guy in front of them.
Yep.
The thing that was nice, so I felt like this watching WrestleMania and then going to WrestleMania was in Philadelphia. When you're at WrestleMania, they don't have the announcing. And you realize when you're in the venue, when you're just watching 2 guys wrestle, how much you need like the shit talking and you need Pat McAfee saying like, oh, off the top rope. Like unless you have that, like it's just not that fun to be at, in my opinion, in the venue, which I think wrestling needs to incorporate the announcing in the venue. I don't know how you got to figure that out, but it would make it so much more exciting.
Yeah.
I kind of felt the same way watching figure skating, if I'm not going to lie. Like I would have liked to have heard Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir announcing it live. You know what I mean? Like you kind of, when you don't have that, especially someone that is kind of newer to the sport, you like hearing the excitement in the announcer's voice that they just did something difficult, they just nailed a routine, or like they just missed something. So in speed skating, bro, it is a goddamn party in that speed skating arena.
That's awesome.
It is like you're there for, there's DJs playing music. It's fast paced. There's bells ringing. It is high stakes action in the speed skating short track arena.
I love it.
That shit was fun as hell to be at.
You got to see some women's hockey, like we said, and you got to meet the great Cleveland Heights native Laila Edwards.
Best athlete out of Cleveland Heights.
That's what she said on the other podcast, as I should say. Not going to lie, with Kylie Kelsey. And I'm just going to say, Laila, I've got 2 banners up in the Cleveland Heights hockey rink. I'm not sure how many banners you have. That's a young Travis Kelsey looking like as tall as all the adults on there. That's a hefty boy right there.
There he is.
Looks like I might have fucking got some teeth knocked out, or they just fell out at that age.
Little squirt AA division champion.
Don't forget the Bantam AA as well. Cleveland Suburban Hockey League champs right there. Two-time champs. I don't know. I haven't been back. I saw you were Mighty Might. You probably moved on to AAA before.
She went to Barons real quick.
Yeah, she went to the Baron team or maybe Phantom. Who knows which AAA team she played on.
I think she went Barons. I think I looked it up before.
Well, that was the closest AAA to Cleveland Heights, but I'll let you have it because you're the only one that have gold. So a little tip of the cap to you, Laila. That was awesome to see you go and get it. And I'll tell you what, man, she has a fucking shot.
She was sniping multiple.
She's ripping the wrist shot, dude.
And she's setting up people in front for the tips.
Hell yeah.
She was very, very good throughout the Olympics and through the games. One of the things after talking to her, like, you realize she is from the Heights, man. There's just like this humbleness, but also like she's a great person and it comes across very apparent when you speak to her. We got a chance to meet that whole team. Kylie had 4 of the girls on after the game.
They seemed like they were all just so close, man.
That's what I was about to say. We hung out with them too after the men won gold in the little back room. They're a great team, man. They're tight knit. They're playing jokes on one another. Just so proud for all of them. And it's an incredible moment to win a gold medal.
I can only imagine what that feels like, man.
Especially in a team sport like that.
You know, you got everybody in the United States watching.
Yeah.
Shout out to Laila one more time for bringing home some gold to not only the USA, but the old Heights, baby. Because you know how proud we all are once you grow up in the Heights.
No doubt.
Well, how much do you credit the women's hockey team of winning gold to Kylie turning around?
She's going to do everything she can.
She puts her superstitions first, yeah.
And she's making me participate.
What were you wearing in this?
That is a hat that was sold exclusively for the Olympics. I believe it's actually a children's hat, but I was starting to put my pins around it, and it was like a flower. We were having a lot of fun, man. Canada got out to the quick lead, and it made it very stressful.
Man, once you get into that elimination round,
Dude, the refs in that game, I don't know what the fuck they were doing. And that was after Megan Keller's goal. Little dangle to the backhand underneath the blocker.
So epic.
It was
so epic.
It was a sick goal. But anyways, yeah, it was an electric game. And then obviously we got to see USA men dismantle Slovakia.
It got 6-1, I believe. It got ugly.
It was 5-0 real quick. And I was sitting with the Kachuk family.
Nice.
Keith Kachuk was over there on the end of it. Got to shake the hand of a fucking legend. That was awesome.
That's so fucking cool, man.
I was sitting next to Anthony Rizzo.
Shout out to Riz. He let me know he was over by you, man. That's so fucking cool. You got to see all these guys up there, man.
We were right by the Hughes family too. Jack Hughes, who had the golden goal for the U.S. in the gold medal game.
Did you get a chance to meet the Hughes brothers?
I don't think so. I saw Jack's dad and his mom, I think. I don't think I saw the brothers. Maybe I did.
Absolutely electric. Do the Olympics need to sell larger beers, Jason? Do they need larger beers? Because this beer looks like it's like a beer shot.
We can't talk too much shit. These are the exact bottles Garage Beer's coming down the line, which are one of the reasons I've wanted to not do those bottles because I like the long neck.
Oh, there's a little long neck in there. It's a little baby long neck.
Well, that's what we're going with. That same exact shape, but it's going to look really stupid in our gigantic hands. Whenever I hold a beer can, everybody's like, man, that can is so small. It's like, no, it's actually a normal size can. What you wanted me to say. I do think the beers might have been a little bit smaller though. I couldn't tell.
Either way, it looked hilarious. Are there any other highlights from the old Milan Olympics that we're missing, Jason? Best food you ate? Man,
I can't pronounce any of the restaurants we went to, but we took the metro down into near the Duomo area, ate at a couple restaurants that Susie Schuster, Rich Eisen's wife, recommended some of these spots.
Nice.
We had some unbelievable food, but I did have a cheeseburger promptly once I got back to the United States. Man, I there's just something like, don't get me wrong, I love traveling, but I was like, man, all this pasta and everything is great, but I'm missing a cheeseburger,
just
French
a
fries
burger
right now.
and fries, or some fucking American style fucking pizza. You know, there's nothing like an American style pizza.
Well, I didn't mind the Italian pizza; it was very good. Had a pizza with anchovies on it.
Oh, big anchovy guy now.
I'm not. I usually hate anchovies, but this pizza was good.
Nice.
What else did we do? Saw the Duomo, which my God, have you ever seen that?
Nope, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Insane! It's this big church. That, I mean, it's just like breathtakingly ornate. I don't know if it's a Gothic. I don't know what, I guess the architecture style that it would be, but it's just, it's incredible. I don't even know how to describe it. Pictures do not do it justice. You see that thing in person, and it's just all stone carved out, fucking points and shit carved into it. It is fucking insane. But yeah, it was, Milan was gorgeous.
I've seen that on pictures. You're hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, dog ran onto a track, which dogs are always the star of the shows. Canada catching a bunch of heat for cheating, which, listen, you know my rule. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Shout out to Canada.
Just shout out to Canada.
Got no problem. They didn't even get deduction. They got a slap on the wrist after the deal. I don't give a shit. I respect it. I like his reaction too. He knew he wasn't supposed to be doing it. They call him out. It's like, no, fuck you. What are you doing? Like,
they just got to be fire with fire. Dude. Fuck that. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. He's like, hey, fuck you. I didn't cheat. Knowing damn well he just cheated. I love it.
You got to fucking meet force with force, baby. Man.
Deny, deny, deny.
Man, fuck you.
It's like when the ref comes up to me. He's like, hey, just make sure you let him go. Oh, was I doing that? Was I holding him? I didn't think I was. Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't know I was holding him. Knowing damn well I just held the fuck out of that guy.
I just go the other way. I'm like, man, he's holding me. Yeah. He's holding me. You look at it. You saw him holding me first.
Exactly. Ref, I was trying not to hold him, but I just couldn't disengage. He was grabbing onto me.
Oh, man, that's hilarious. God damn, that was an epic Olympics. Shout out to all the Olympians. That was I enjoyed every single bit of it, from all the ski and snowboarding to the speed skating. Even saw a bunch of the figure skating. And man, it was a fucking show. Shout out to Alyssa Liu for bringing home the gold.
Alyssa Liu. Yeah.
And, shout out to both hockey teams bringing it home for the red, white, and blue.
When I was watching the figure skating, we were at the short program night.
Nice.
I was sitting in front of Nathan Shen, and he was describing to me like all the things that they needed to hit. Yeah. So by the end of it,
you knew what to look for and everything. Yeah.
Like if somebody missed it, you knew what the review color was. If it was green, it was good.
Well, they were showing that on the TV too. I was like looking at it like, ooh, we're gonna have to review that one.
That's not good. It's a yellow.
Is the heel at 6 o'clock or is it at 9 o'clock?
The great Scott Hamilton, I'm sure.
Dude, how cool was it meeting that guy?
Unreal.
That was Mom's favorite. We always used to watch Scott Hamilton. Favorite. Yeah, well, touche. But she was the one that was like, he's the best when we were coming up. And I just remember, I don't know what it was. Was it the gala that we always watched Scott Hamilton do the flips in? Because you can't flip during the Olympic Games.
I asked him this too. I thought that he was the reason the flips were banned. Apparently they were banned before him, but he knew he would do it. He just never did it in competition.
Right.
Which now they let him do it. This is the first year I think that they changed the rule. You can do flips now.
Oh, I didn't see anybody doing flips.
Yeah, he would do it. And yeah, I mean, he was the star of figure skating. And he brought up a point too. Like now, there's not really a lot of opportunity for figure skating outside of the Olympics. So a lot of these Olympians, they do like 5 or 6 years. They start so young, but then they retire at like 26. Scott had like a professional career touring figure skating for like 20 years. And he's like, this is like, it just changed a lot since he was around. You know, I think that all of figure skating would like it to get back to that, right? They're really trying to push to make it something that is a touring professional circuit that it used to be on a large scale. And that was one of the reasons I think that we remember him so much, is like he was doing it for so long.
Nice. Well, now that the Olympics are over, what are you going to do next, Jason? What are you going to do?
Well, I'm doing TGL.
What?
Indoor, that's right.
Dude,
right? Tiger,
I've always wanted to go to TGL.
Same. And thankfully it's a part of ESPN, so I get to go down there and work.
Nice, man. Do you get a +1?
Yes, I would love to have you if you're willing to come down.
Yeah.
I've heard from everybody how state of the art and incredible this technology is. So I can't wait to check it out firsthand. What Tiger and all those guys have done at TGL is just remarkable.
So epic, man.
Going to be really cool heading down there. And then after that, I'm taking some much needed relaxation time.
Yeah. I mean, you're the king of getting out of the house, Jason. I love how this all started where I was like, you couldn't keep me in my seat.
I didn't have the opportunities I had back then. Now I'm over here going to the Olympics and the Super Bowl and all this stuff.
Touche.
Sure, a lot of it is contractually obligated verbiage and strict negotiations.
Oh, no, I got to go to TGL.
I mean, I live a very silly life where doing all this really fun, awesome stuff is also part of my job, right? And, it's a joy. I get to reconnect with hockey, which obviously we all love growing up. Do things with golf, which we've been fans of that sport for a long time. I mean, it's wild. It really is. Trav, let's talk about you.
Oh, fuck.
Little Pebble Beach Pro-Am.
Yeah, dude.
How was that?
Pebble Beach is one of the most epic tournaments I've ever been to. I can't tell you how amazing it was, seeing that course, Pebble on the water. The first 2 days, they split courses. As the Pro-Am is going on as well. You play Spyglass one day and then play Pebble the other day. And it's just so well done, man. AT&T does a great job of bringing in, the best golfers in the world playing on some of the most beautiful golf courses. I didn't get to play Cypress, which is right around the corner that everybody was raving about. And I'm fucking pumped to go back and play that one, man. But that little area over there by Carmel and Monterey Bay, man, it is absolutely unbelievable, breathtaking views. And then you just get to see some of the most epic golf holes of all time and some of the best players around hitting some of the best shots, man. I got to play with my guy Kashmir Keith.
Hey.
He is unbelievable golfer, man. Got to see him get dialed in and make a run. And it was just an all around fun opportunity. And I also got to play against my guy Alex Smith for 2 days, man.
I was about to say, did you
got to get back into Smitty? Yeah, he was the one that kind of threw the invite out there. It was just cool to kind of always reconnect with old teammates, especially one that I admired and loved as much as Alex, man. And he got me. He beat me in the games we were playing, but I couldn't fucking putt, man. I got to figure out how to I can get on the green, but these 3 putts are absolutely ruining my day.
That was one thing I didn't know was I guess it's not Northern California, but it's up there by San Francisco, right?
It's up there. Yeah. I think it's in between San Fran and LA. But
So is it like north or south of like Sonoma and Napa and all that stuff?
I think it's like southwest.
South of that stuff? Okay.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, you would fucking love this area. You would absolutely love it.
No doubt.
It's like this calm, hidden world over there. There's not a lot of like movement going around. It just seems like it's like one of the best places in the world. Also got to run into my guy, Jim Nance, who, one of my favorite.
Jim Nance?
He's one of my favorite guys, one of my favorite play callers of all time, announcer, you know it, man. And then on top of that, man, just the all around professional. Obviously listening to his calls on the PGA Tour as well as the NFL. It's been such an honor to be able to be a part of the games and him handing me the mic in the AFC Championship games. And it's absolutely epic every time I run into him. I got to meet him and his kids and his wife. So it was pretty cool walking off 18 and getting to say hi to everyone.
Well, I was very jealous watching it. I've always wanted to go out. It was the one off week I had before the Olympics. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take this time to go back with the fam before we head out again. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. What happened on the first tee? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, you know, I was told by somebody, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but...
So let's play this video first.
First on the tee from Sea Island, Georgia,
Trav, you're not on.
is Keith Mitchell.
I wear cashmere too.
From Cleveland, Ohio, Travis.
Dude.
Look at this guy. I then found out the more I saw Cashmere Keith rip it that his game is as smooth as Cashmere as his swagger. So
Your swing's looking good right now, Trav.
I appreciate that, bud. I'm starting to really play too much golf.
What do I got to do to get a smooth swing like that? I mean, you and I have always been opposites. You've always been the smooth athlete. I've always been the like fucking tight wound, run through a brick wall with zero finesse. How do I get this?
I think you gotta loosen up, and that's obviously the clear thing to say. But it seems like you're pretty wound up, like you want your muscles like firing at all times.
Yes,
and I like my muscles firing at certain times. When you loosen up, you get more on the backswing in terms of rotation. And then you can really start the like strength in the transition up top. I also get way too quick at the top because I do that. And,
that's what happens with me.
And I fucking yank the ball into the ocean. But, I will say losing a lot of weight will help you loosen up as well.
Going the opposite. I was just in Italy, Travis. Dude, I got down to 250, I got down to 260 last off season. Felt really good about it. I am already back up to 285, dude.
Dude, you're 85 already?
Between the season and holidays, going on all these vacations and pasta and my quad getting torn so I can't run. It's been a bad stretch for your boy, but I'm going to get it down quick. Go right back down. 3 months dedication. I can be back down to 260, lickety split.
Well, I believe it. And I think the more you watch yourself and start to figure out this golf world, the more you'll start to dial in those fundamentals that you need.
When I try to like swing the club and I'm not really trying to step on it, I'm just kind of like letting it go up and then just kind of like bringing it down almost by my hip. I just feel like I really get in the pocket and it's consistent and it's replicable.
Yeah.
For some reason, I stray.
You do what I'd like to do. You like to hit the fucking levy piss out of the ball. And that's just how we were taught playing baseball and playing hockey is fucking, they can't catch it if you hit it as hard as you can. And we like that feeling of connecting with the ball as hard as we can and seeing it fly as far as it can go. I mean, that's the fun in golf. And I don't think I'll ever get to the point where I like don't do that at least half of the holes when I play golf. Like if I got a straight fairway and I got the driver out and I can hit driver, I'm going to at least on 90% of the holes do just that. And it's the one or two times that I actually connect and see that thing fucking go 340 that I'm just loving life and I love playing the game. And that's what keeps me coming back.
Amen to that, brother.
And that wraps up Out of the House, brought to you by Pepsi.
Thank you to our partner, Pepsi.
Pepsi. Oh, Jason, would you consider yourself a creature of habit?
Why, yes, I would.
How many times do we stick with something just because it's what we've always done?
That's pretty much my whole life. Yeah. You're so used to one thing, but when you actually think about it, you realize you've been missing out on something better.
That's what Pepsi calls the Pepsi paradox.
Oh.
Yeah, when you take away the labels and just go off the taste, people across the country prefer the taste of Pepsi. It's been proven over and over again in blind taste tests.
They just proved it again. 50 years ago, the Pepsi Challenge revealed people preferred the taste of Pepsi. And last year, in a revival of the challenge, 66% of people preferred the taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Here's what they're saying. Maybe it's time to question what you think you know about soda. Is your preference really about taste?
Go out and try Pepsi Zero Sugar today. Let your taste decide. Thank you to our sponsor, Hill's Pet Nutrition.
Ever wish you could trade places with your pet? Yeah, they don't work. They don't have to worry about deadlines and don't overthink things. They just do them.
That's right. They're just living their life because they're dogs. But pet parents have to balance work, family, their health, and a million other things.
This is all true, but going through life is even better with your pet.
Especially when you're doing right by them and all their nutrition needs to give them a long, healthy life.
That's where Hills comes in. Hills science-led nutrition helps you give more love than humanly possible.
Their formulas are designed to support your pet's health, so you can focus on all the other things and moments like playtime, couch cuddles, and celebrating milestones together.
Because you're only human. There's Hills.
Find the right food at hillspet.com/science-does-more.
Thank you to our sponsor, Allstate.
Checking Allstate first could save you hundreds on car insurance. That's smart.
Not checking, we're recording before starting the episode. Brandon, not smart.
Happens a little more often than you think. Sometimes I'm so out of breath from screaming our guest intros, and then I have to do it again.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates in Northbrook, Illinois.
Let's get to our conversation with the old Chris Stapleton. This incredible conversation is brought to you by Claude.
Also, fun game to play during this interview. See if you can tell when Chris's 121 proof whiskey hits us. Alrighty, our guest today is 6-foot songwriter, singer, and country music superstar from Staffordsville, Kentucky. That's right.
Kentucky.
19-time Country Music Award winner, 12-time Grammy Award winner, including his most recent win for Best Solo Country Performance for Bad As I Used to Be. You know him from his hits like Tennessee Whiskey, White Horse, Parachute, Nobody to Blame, Broken Halos, and It Takes a Woman. 92%ers, please welcome the man that performed a national anthem so good it brought me to tears.
All right now.
The one and only Chris Stapleton!
Yes, sir!
How many people do you venture you've made cry just from singing the national anthem? At least 2.
Well, I know 2. That's it. I haven't seen much statistics on that beyond that, but
Yeah, it was an incredible performance, as only you could have done.
Seriously.
well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
We were just talking to Julian Edelman about how much the national anthem, for some reason, especially in the Super Bowl, but it's like that moment that just like, even now going to a regular game, I still get goosebumps.
Oh man, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Yeah,
But it's like, this whole thing, everybody's together. They got the Jets going over.
Yeah, it's a production and a it's heavy.
Yeah, it's a unifying thing. Yeah.
but you made it your own in like the most perfect way, dude. It was so fucking magical, man. It got me fucking fired up. I came out hot in that game.
Got the photos from that one.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, fucking epic, man.
And it was some great TV editing too, I have to say.
Of course.
Where they caught you guys,
The right moments, man.
and all the aircraft carrier and all this stuff. So it was really great.
She was awesome, man. Well, you're on basically a football podcast. You played some ball back in the day.
Yeah, like 30 years ago.
Oh,
Time out, though.
In high school.
Listen, I know a ball. I
did
know a
some
ball
research.
player when I see one.
Yeah.
Look at that haircut right there.
Dude, you already
I
know.
did have a haircut too, yeah.
You played Tim Couch in high school?
I did. Yeah.
That was the first football jersey I owned, actually. Well, actually, I take it back. I had a Jerome Bettis jersey first, and then Tim Couch was
When
the
they brought the
second. Yeah.
Browns back,
Okay,
that was
yeah.
the number 1 pick.
We played couch several times.
How'd it go?
We lost.
Yeah. What positions you were playing?
I was linebacker and
Let's go.
fullback.
Middle, outside, where were you at?
Yeah. Inside.
Inside backer.
Yeah.
Heck
That's
yeah.
awesome, man.
Taking on
Knock
fullbacks
out, man.
and yeah.
Looked like you had a little neck roll in there. You had that little cowboy.
Those are those
That's
big
just
shoulder
how big
pads.
those
Those are
fucking
the-
shoulder pads were back in the day.
That's right.
I love it.
Who'd you grow up watching?
Oh, I mean, I grew up in like Joe Montana, Jerry Rice era. That was kind of
Oh, yeah.
Dan Marino, those guys.
Very fitting that we're out in San Fran. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, my uncle has a crazy story about how he played Notre Dame. He went to Purdue and he played Notre Dame, and he got to see the first glimpse of Joe Montana's like 2-minute at the end of a game winning it as a freshman at Notre Dame. And I asked Joe Montana about that game, and he said that my uncle didn't even mention this. He threw like 3 picks and got taken out of the game, and then a quarterback got injured, and he gets put back in to go save the day afterwards. And it was like, all right, now I got those 3 picks out the way. I'm good to go, baby.
Nobody remembers the picks if you win the game.
You ain't lying.
Before we continue, we've been told you have some gifts.
I do. I brought some whiskey for you guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
Baby.
There's that.
Pass it on down. Is it okay if we open this right
Oh,
now?
wait, we've got them swapped.
Swap? Okay.
Yeah,
you go there.
they're specific to you.
Okay, got it.
And how do we get lucky, dude?
For
We
the
got
bug?
gifts for Chris, right? Yeah. God damn it. I'm like, you're the first one that has ever came on the show with gifts, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Christmas in February.
62 personalized bottle. This is awesome.
Woo!
Travelers
This
with.
happens every Christmas. He always opens them faster than me.
Then we got some glasses,
Dude,
coaster.
this is nice.
You guys are the first people we've ever done that for, but we got an engraving machine. We just
Oh, fuck yes. I don't even want to open it.
Well, I have
Jason,
some
you
other stuff
open
we
yours
can
and I'll drink it.
Oh, that's the 90 proof. That's what we have been selling, but this is new coming out. This is 121 proof.
121.
Right here. Those were the 90s. This
Okay.
is not out yet, but I brought this today. If you guys were up for it, we could open it together.
Yeah.
This is the first bottle that I will ever have opened of this and had with anybody.
I am not turning that down for a second.
Please. I'd be honored for you to. No. This has to be. You got to open that thing. Dude, this is so badass.
This is awesome.
There's some glasses in there too, I think.
How long you been in the whiskey game?
Oh, I guess it's a couple of years now. We've been doing that, but depends on what you call in the games. Making it and selling it, a couple of years. There we go. I'll just do like a tasting pour it first, and you guys.
Nice, man.
I might not have should have wrapped things.
Dude, this is awesome, man. Are you kidding me?
What are we calling the 121 proof?
It's foolproof.
Foolproof.
It's
Foolproof.
just traveler foolproof.
Love it.
It'll be out very soon in limited quantities, but
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that smells good.
you guys ready to go?
Cheers for the first one. Hell yeah, baby.
Hell yeah.
Get this thing going.
Hell yeah.
It's a sipper for me, but you guys do what you want with it.
Well, if I didn't already have enough hair on my chest.
That is fantastic.
Dude, that is
Very
smooth
good.
as shit.
Foolproof. 121, and it is smooth.
Dude, thank you for this bottle. This thing's definitely going up on the bar, man.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, that's so good. Loosest I've ever been in
I
a
was about to
podcast.
say,
This is
we're
what?
about to
Loosest
have
I've
some
ever
fun.
been in a podcast. Here we go.
I got to ask even more about it. So being from Kentucky, it's always just been in like your backyard, right? Like a lot of the
Yeah, but
distilleries
you
or
know,
what?
as I became an adult and played music, it's been a big part of what we do. I've always enjoyed Buffalo Trace product, which is
Oh,
that
yeah.
what we do? That's who makes this travel whiskey, and
That's awesome,
we,
man.
always had a bottle of something that they were making in the room for every record we've ever made. And so when I had the opportunity to work with Harlan, who's the master distiller on Pappy and Weller and all these things that you can't get,
Right.
to do this, it was something to jump at, and it's been really good to us, and I think this is going to do well too. And
Yeah.
Bro, this is amazing.
I like
having
dog.
fun with it.
That's right.
We jumped in the beer world, but the whiskey world's a whole new world for me. If every one of them tasted as good as this, that bottle's going to be going real quick.
Well, that's going to sneak up on you. It's 121, but the 90 would be
I can feel it,
already.
It's good in a
Yeah.
great way.
It warmed me up for the first
No
sip.
doubt. That's the best part. All right. So last time I ran into you, I was at the George Strait concert. I've been to a bunch of your shows.
Well, no, the last time you came to a show, you had a tiny baby.
That's what I was about to say. So you don't know this.
Come again?
Chris met Finley before you met Finn. At his show, she was so new and so young, we couldn't leave her at home, and we wanted to go to the
Yeah,
show.
can't miss the show.
Is
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
link? And Chris gave me one of my favorite things, and I've stolen it since you've said it because I love it so much. That you miss like the smell of like newborn
man.
babies.
New
There's like a
baby
smell
smells
coming off.
is a great thing. I'm going to sound like a weird, creepy dude talking
No,
about
it's
it.
not
man.
creepy at all. Because anybody that's held a kid, I think a infant like that, you know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're a new parent and you hold the baby, it's the smell of your own child there in your hands. It's a great thing.
Absolutely.
Beautiful thing, man.
I also like to smell other people's babies. That's why that's where it's going to sound creepy. Pardon me, sir. Can I smell your baby?
Please hand this over. So you're going back out on tour though.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah, we got some tour dates coming up. Nashville's Nissan Stadium, Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium, Hershey Park Stadium in Pennsylvania, Paycor Stadium, Cincinnati. We've been there a few times.
Yeah.
Fenway Park, 2 nights. Have you ever played Fenway?
No. Well, I've played. They have a smaller venue in Fenway that we played.
Okay.
We've never played the park proper.
In the big, okay.
Oh man.
And then Casey's Morton Amphitheater. Do you like the big giant arenas or do you like more, like what do you like more performing in?
They all have their strong points. I mean, I like that we can get more people in the bigger places.
I get it. Yeah.
But I also, some places that like Fenway are magic in ways that they have historical significance and
Fuck yeah.
Just playing Wrigley Field or when you go to these places that have been around a while, those places have ghosts in them. Or even playing the Fillmore here. We're in San Francisco right now. Like playing the Fillmore here has a lot of music history, and you do those things and you feel like you're part of the ethos of music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I've talked to Taylor about this a few times, but she grew up in the country world in Nashville and in high school and coming up, and she was underneath a lot of these big country singers, and she raves about how together they are, how they maneuver on tour and stuff like that. How was it rocking with George Strait around the country?
George is the best, man. George doesn't play a lot of shows, but we played as many as we could with him, and I think I almost talked him into pseudo coming out of retirement. He was playing
Convincing
less
man.
and less shows, and we had a lot of fun playing a few shows with him. I was like, hey man, many of these as you want to do, let's do them. So we picked up and played more, and I think he had fun doing it too. And I don't know, we just have a good time.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Favorite city?
I mean, I like a lot of cities for different reasons. My favorite venue to play in is probably the Forum in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Just because it sounds so good. And it also has, you walk down the hallway and it's like they have all the people that have played there on the walls, like
That
Led
shit's cool
Zeppelin,
as hell.
just
Fuck
like just crazy shit. You're just like, yeah, I'm gonna go play the Forum.
You can feel history in some of these arenas and stadiums. The Forum feels like it was made for that. Obviously the Lakers
For
and
music,
everybody,
it has
but
the wood
yeah.
and it has the sports history too, but the music history of it is incredible.
That's awesome, man.
Wonderful.
I haven't heard that one yet, the Forum.
Do you remember your first concert?
Ooh.
My first concert was probably Bon Jovi at Rupp Arena with Skid Row opening.
Oh, wow.
And Skid Row was so loud,
Yeah.
I had to go out in the hallway. I was like, I was maybe I was eight or nine.
Okay.
They were hammering.
Yeah. That's amazing. I
That's
love it.
good
But it was
shit.
fun, yeah.
So big Bon Jovi fan.
Yeah, I like Bon Jovi. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, man, so
Oh, yeah.
all that stuff is good.
I had
is
that.
fair game for
So growing up, Bon Jovi, you were in the rock world, the country world, all the above.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in a rural part of the country too. So, we have, my dad listened to all the outlaw music, like Waylon and Willie,
Willie,
and,
Waylon, all-
yeah.
Merle Haggard and all those
Cash,
guys, but also, old R&B and stuff like that. So
Oh, nice.
I had it from all directions. And I don't, if it's good, it's good. There's two kinds of music, good and bad. That's it.
So we always talk about this in sports, actually. Like, to be a great athlete, it's best to play a bunch of different sports and before you narrow down into one sport. Do you think it's similar? Do you think playing and listening to all these forms of music and then narrowing down into like a specific genre makes you a better musician? Or do you think it's best to stay in like one thing?
I have to share this just because it popped in my head as you were saying that.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I went to Rick Pitino basketball camp.
Are you
Let's
kidding me?
go. Louisville action. Hell yeah.
And Rick Pitino, he spoke to us before we had the camp. Or what I'm sure you guys went through camps. When you were
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
Oh, you know how it goes, yeah.
And he's like, now, in order to be a good basketball player, you have to play 3 sports: 1-on-1 basketball, 3-on-3 basketball, and 5-on-5 basketball. And
That's a banger.
That pops in my head as you were saying that. But I do think there's something that can strengthen you as a musician if you can, kind of at least have a working knowledge of a lot of different kinds of music.
Absolutely.
But at some point, all these influences kind of converge into whatever it is that you are, and that's what that is, So
I love it.
That's awesome, man.
Do you remember your first concert you played?
I don't.
No.
I don't. Probably in church. Or that's not a concert. Like I used to sing in church.
Yeah, no,
growing up,
I don't.
but
Yeah.
A couple times in high school, I owned a PA, so we'd randomly get hired by somebody that needed a PA to open for them sometimes.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
In high school, like it's hard to get people to take things seriously and like try to work as a band. And then you think you're going to go to college for a minute like me, and then you do that, and that doesn't work out for you. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do? And so you get random jobs driving trucks or delivering pizzas or whatever it is, and then until you find out what it is that you do.
Yeah.
So now I gotta ask you, got me going down a rabbit hole, dude. You were a pizza driver?
I was not that high up on the totem pole.
Still though.
I was the guy. Have you ever been in a parking lot? I don't know if they did that. This is where you guys were from, but and you go into a store or something, you come back and there are coupons on your windshield.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was the guy that put the coupons on the windshield.
Yeah. Nice, man. Running around in the parking lot, that's fucking gold, man.
Basically, I mean, giving people money, essentially. I mean,
That's right. Like Santa Claus.
Like Robin Hood, man. This is sweet.
What process of music making do you enjoy the most?
Oh yeah.
Writing, working out the sound and melody. I guess that all kind of goes
I
in the
was
same
gonna
thing.
say, do you even
Performing, like what's the best part?
Oh, it's all part of one wheel. For me, I like it all when it's working. I'm frustrated by it all when it's not, but I do enjoy writing. But I don't do a lot of that anymore. I do enjoy going in the studio, and the studio is probably my favorite part.
Okay.
Nice.
Really. Although I don't have any plans to go do much of that these days really either, but they all feed into each other, and it's not really a separate thing.
Right.
And you have to do all of them in order to, once again, be whatever it is that you are.
Hell yeah. I just have to say this. The tiny desk of you and your wife was one of the most magical, like, tiny desks that I've seen. That's the closest thing I get during the season to seeing live music is like doing, like, just surfing on the web and watching everything like that. Like when you're in an intimate setting like that, like, does it change how you're performing? Or is it just kind of like take you back to like just, I don't know, what I would assume is like the beginning stages of you and a guitar and just making.
Well, we try to maintain that even, as we play larger venues. Like we still set up the same.
Oh yeah.
On a big stage that we would set up in a club, or we don't change our setup. I'm kind of tethered to a chord. I don't do a lot of moving around or anything. That's not my deal. It doesn't change my mentality. We're still just playing songs. But somehow it feels like a little more pressure sometimes to play very intimate things, more than a massive things, because you can see the reactions of the 5 people in the room, or, there's a little more pressure there in an odd way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you say you're not doing much songwriting anymore, but how many songs do you venture you've probably written?
Oh,
can't even count it. Yeah,
more than 1,000 for sure. Yeah.
That is incredible. What is the process for you is it always the same?
No.
It strikes in different ways?
Well, I mean, I grew up as a salary songwriter. I came up in the business as that's
the songs you've written are insane. Yeah.
As songwriting,
yes.
And to the point that I was a salary songwriter in a publishing house. And so we would show up at the, crack of noon or something, and we make appointments, and it feels very not sexy when I describe it that way, but that's what we did. We worked it like a job, and you come in, it's a very workman mentality. And early on, I would do that 3 or 4 times a day. I would have different appointments with people, and I would come out with songs and crank, trying to figure out how to do it and how to be good at it.
Oh yeah.
And eventually you figure something out, or you get lucky enough to make people think that you did.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what that is. But the process can be different. For me, if I'm sitting by myself, I'll probably just have a guitar and hum and strum.
Does the melody come first and then the lyrics?
For me, a lot. If I'm by myself, that would, or something. I've dreamt choruses before, or
That's
you wake up
cool,
with, just I'm writing a song right now, not necessarily, but I would be if you said something, or you said something, or something, something struck me, a light on the wall, that would, start the wheels turning.
Hell yeah.
So you can't avoid it if you are a songwriter a little bit. You're always writing a song.
Yeah.
Even if you're not.
Materials all
Writing a
around
song.
you, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell. I wish I had the fucking brains to be able to just put words to music like that. It's insane stuff, man.
It is.
I can't even write a full sentence out.
Finish this and you won't be able to.
All right. Does every country western song need to mention the following? Mamas, trains, prison, getting drunk.
You're talking about the perfect country and western song.
Right. It is one of my favorite
Written by
songs.
Steve Goodman.
That's right. Is there some truth to that? Like, I feel like that's a caricature almost now in a lot of country music, where it's like,
I don't think you have to do that, but certainly when you do, those of us who know that as the list of things that are supposed to be in there would go, all right, cool. Good job.
Cover the bases. Nice.
Yeah.
At this point in your career, do you go to places for like honest feedback from like where you're at, or do you
I'm
feel like
I'm married to my wife,
the
who is
biggest honest?
who is the most honest person.
Shout out
She'll
to
tell me
Morgan.
if something sucks immediately and she doesn't pull punches.
That's the best, man.
I don't need to go anywhere else for honest feedback.
There you go.
Coach is right there letting you know. That's awesome.
Do you have any places you want to play that you haven't played yet?
Ooh.
I'm sure there are, but I don't know what they are.
Have you ventured much out of the States in terms of
We've played in Europe a little bit and Australia, but we have never been to South America to play.
in terms of outside of the US? What was your most like accepting crowd? The ones that got the craziest?
Oh, they've all been wonderful. Everybody in Europe's great, and Australians are great. Everybody's really nice to us, and
Hell yeah.
we don't do it that much. We don't, it might be 3 or 4 years before we do those kinds of things, and so people really show up.
That's awesome.
It's a really nice feeling to think that whatever you've done has crossed an ocean and gone to the other side of the world,
Do you feel like for country music in general too, like those opportunities overseas are becoming more like the genre is growing? Like it feels like way bigger than it was when I was growing up.
I do think that that's true. I mean, there's always been some element, particularly in Europe, and Australia has a very, kind of Australian country music scene of its own.
Yeah.
But yes, I think as a whole, there's probably more of a market for it than there ever has been.
Like I was over in Ireland and this young kid was like caddying for us. He got in his car when he was leaving and he was blaring. I forget what the country song was, but it was
One of mine, right?
Exactly. It was Parachute. Yeah. So this is fantastic.
Thank you.
And you guys also have a car this year in NASCAR?
Yeah, we have a car at the Daytona 500. This is the second year for it.
Okay.
It's a partnership with Junior Motorsports, which is Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Fuck
Heck
yeah.
And we're going to Daytona 500 again.
There we
Oh
go.
man.
Is there a cooler pastime in any sport than what NASCAR was like originated from? Like running from the cops is the pastime of the sole sport. There's nothing tops
Not
that.
just running from the cops, but bootlegging.
Bootlegging, sorry, yes.
Running from the
Yeah,
cops.
yeah.
But so I think there's a good history between whiskey and what NASCAR has come from. And so I think it made sense. It was kind of a crazy idea. I'm friends with Rick Hendrick of Hendrick Racing, and I think we kind of floated his way. He's like, well, Junior was looking to get into maybe running a car in the 500, and he kind of put us together, and I think that's how that happened. It all just kind of came to this head of we wanted to do it, and they wanted to do it, and I, last year I sat, in the pit with the headphones on and listened to all the stuff that nobody gets to hear, and watch the race in that inside kind of way, and it was intense.
That is cool. That is really
super
cool.
intense.
Yeah.
Have you always like been into NASCAR, like growing up and everything, or
Not necessarily. I think the race cars are cool. I like going fast.
fuck yeah?
Not as fast as those guys.
I was gonna say,
Those
gonna
guys,
say, if they
those
got-
guys are different animals.
Have you gotten in one of them cars?
No.
No. Is there a desire to?
No.
said you like going fast.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that gene. I appreciate the stamina and the will and the lack of fear
Yes.
that it takes to get in one of those things.
We went to a bowl game. Was that? Oh, you weren't there. You were already
No,
in the league.
sorry.
So we went to a bowl game in Charlotte, and obviously the NASCAR Hall of Fame's out there. So part of the bowl game in college was that we got to go experience like going around the track in one of those cars, and you're basically sideways going around those turns.
Yeah.
Like that is a steep turn.
grade.
And you're hugging the outside of the car and somebody else is behind the wheel and you it's a fucking wild ride.
I mean, I took a
man.
hot lap with a race car driver in a track car that wasn't like a race car.
Uh-huh.
And he was telling me how much more it could do if it was like outfitted for the race. And I was about to puke. I was just like, okay, I'm good, man. Let me out.
Well, I've been a major fan of yours for a long time. Really started when you were still with the Steel Drivers playing with that group. Like that was the first time I heard your voice. I'm like, man, this guy just has something about him that I just love listening to. And then it went from there when you started doing your solo thing and really took off. And you've gone so far. Do you have a moment when it all initiated where you're like, man, I'm really doing this. Like I'm in the music industry.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the music industry as a writer, that was my goal. When I moved to town, I met a guy that was a songwriter named Steve Leslie, and who was kind enough to introduce me to some people. And the instant, I was a salaried songwriter working in the music business, sitting in a room making up songs for a living. That was making it to me.
Hell yeah.
I'm playing a guitar for a living. What more could you want?
That's right.
Was there anybody walked in those rooms or you took those meetings with that you were like, oh shit, I got to create something with this. I got to rise to the
somebody's
occasion.
performing it and you're like, I just wrote a song that somebody I don't know.
I did early on. I went into the room with a veteran songwriter guy because I was real lucky to get in the room with some of those guys, Yeah. And I sat down in the room with him. Never met the guy. And he goes, hey, man, you must have a pretty big ego. I'm just like, what do you mean? He's like, well, you're 23. You're walking in here thinking you can do this with us and, make a living doing it. You must have a pretty big ego. And I'm just like, well, if that's how you want to look at it, I guess.
Not going to say no. Not going to say no.
Let's see what we can do.
Well, that is awesome.
Dog, thank you for the stories. Appreciate the wisdom. Appreciate you taking the time and even coming over here.
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
the gifts.
Yeah,
Appreciate the whiskey.
Appreciate you giving me all nice and
I hope you
warm.
guys don't have
up.
much more to do today, but you probably do.
We don't have much more. We only got, I think, a little bit longer.
Yeah, but this is just sitting down talking. This doesn't work. You already know.
Exactly.
Especially we get to hang out with guys
When
like
the talking
you, so.
becomes easier when you're.
It just flows.
That's right.
Oh, man. Appreciate you coming on and
Yeah,
cheers one last time,
Yeah,
brother.
cheers.
Thank you, man.
Thank you to Chris Stapleton. Once
Yes,
again, that conversation
sir.
was brought to you by Claude.
Just the best dude, man. He's so down to earth, so just himself, man. I got to see him 2 days later at an NFL event, absolutely tearing it up, man. And something about him that just makes you want to know more about him. Like the more conversations you have with him, because he's such an interesting guy, man.
For sure.
Appreciate him coming on and sharing some stories with us.
That wraps up another episode of New Heights. Thank you to Chris Stapleton for being here, and check out his tour, the All-American Roadshow.
Yeah, baby.
Go get you some Traveler whiskey today. Whatever proof you want, it's all going to be good.
All right, man.
And make sure you subscribe to the New Heights channel on YouTube and follow New Heights on the Wondery App or wherever you get your podcast. You can listen to new episodes of New Heights ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery App or on Apple Podcasts.
Once again, New Heights, a Wondery show brought to you by Expedia, the one place you go to go places. How about that? And follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S. Thank you to the New Heights production team for always keeping us organized and making us way more professional than what we really are. And thank you again to all those 92%ers. We wouldn't do this without you. We can't do this without you. We love you guys. And we'll see you guys next week or this Friday. Peace.
We've been over here crushing beers for the past 3 hours, and we had one of those. I'm just sitting here like, dude, I got to tell you about this tiny desk you did, man. I don't know if you remember, but